Hi, my name is Yasu, and my channel is me doing hitorigoto. Hitorigoto is a Japanese word. It means basically talking to myself. So I'm just talking to the camera. I'm just sharing my stories because I actually don't know why I do that. But whenever I share my stories, and sometimes like I get comments on them, and it really has been really helped me. It's been very helpful to get those comments and advices so that I get to where I am right now, because in the last 2 years it has been very difficult for me to go through in terms of the dealing with a lot of health issues. And today I want to basically talk about the medications, the sleeping pill that I was taking for the second month after I stopped taking Effexor and venlafaxine, which is the antidepressant. And then the conclusion of this video is basically I was taking two different kinds of the sleeping pill. Basically, I was adding extra one to it to hopefully that's gonna improve my sleep quality and everything to fight withdrawal symptoms from the Effexor that I don't take anymore. And one way or another, I think it helped. At least compared to the first month, in the second month, I was sleeping better. Not as much as I originally hoped for, and not as much as my body and my brain needed it, but at least much better compared to the first month. And it could be because of the extra sleeping pill that I added to my routine, and or it could be because it had been 2 months already since I stopped taking the Effexor, and one way or another my brain and my work was working so hard to find a new balance without medication, without Effexor. And then gradually I can feel that my body and brain has been okay with it. So it could be it. It might not be solely because of the additional sleeping pill to lead me to a little bit better sleep conditions. But all of the situation combined, in the second month after I stopped taking Effexor, my sleep quality got better, but not that perfect sleep, but it's actually much better. And it also there's a little bit discussions between me and my psychiatrist about me adding the extra sleeping pill to my routine, and then I want to actually talk about that as well. So I actually uploaded another video previously about my experience for that second month since I stopped taking the Effexor, which was the much harder time compared to the first month because of those reasons that I talked about. It was a horrible situations. And even adding an extra sleeping pill in that second month, and then I was able to sleep better compared to the first month. But still, like those accumulated sleep depreciation and then issues from the first month carried over. It took me a while in the second month for me to finally feel a lot better. because with the sleeping pill, the extra one, I was able to sleep at least on average 6 hours and then 30 minutes, probably 6 hours and then 45 minutes. When something was good, I was able to up to sleep for like 7 hours and then 15 minutes and then so on, which is much better compared to the time I was only able to sleep 4 hours and then 4 hours and then 30 minutes. But I needed that sleeping like 7 hours for a lot of days so that I could recover from those sleep deprivations from the previous 1 month. The extra sleeping pill that I was taking, it was called, I think in English, Eszopiclone. That's available in Japan, and my psychiatrist told me that it was not as new as dayvigo, but it's not as old as nitrazepam. And I agreed to take it. So sleep condition is better, probably with it, and also my body got used to the situation that I don't take Effexor anymore because it's been 2 months already. I originally wish, especially in the second month, that I could sleep much better, like 7 hours 30 minutes, probably 8 hours, and then I feel refreshed every time I wake up. But it was not the case even in the second month. Stop taking Effexor completely and is very different from the time that I reduced the Effexor, because when I was reducing the Effexor, and of course I suffer from the withdrawals and also sleeping issues as well whenever I reduced it. However, because I was still taking the Effexor, so my brain had supports from the medications regardless the amount. But once I stopped taking it completely, my body and my brain would really have to be pushed to get used to the condition without kind of medications, even though it's seeking for help, but I don't give it to it. So it really pushes me in so many different kind of ways that really made me feel very uncomfortable, and then it really affected my sleep and it's still affecting my sleep. So the reason that I ended up actually adding Eszopiclone to dayvigo is because that made me feel something that's acceptable. Looking back, I should have taken a little bit more drastic measurement, but when my doctor was proposing that as a third option to me, that's the only thing I was able to actually agree to my doctor. The first option and then the second option that he originally proposed to me, I refused it. I felt very uncomfortable because at that time it didn't really make sense to me, and also I was in a very bad shape to make a more long-term decisions in some way. I think I was really rushing, and then I was really scared to take more pills and more strong ones. And I was really focusing and then believing myself that if I go through it, kind of like power through it, I will be okay. Just like I was okay whenever I went through reducing the effects and suffer from the withdrawals. And then if I ask myself whether that decision was the right decision or not, I actually regret it. I should have actually taken a little bit more drastic measurement or drastic approaches to just put everything together and have everything under control, because it's a long journey, it's a long battle. I shouldn't be rushing. I should actually take a little bit more extra help to ease everything and accept the fact that probably it's gonna take much longer even I stop taking Effexor to feel finally more stabilized. But I was refusing it back then. And then there are two reasons. One is, of course, as I mentioned, I was very unstable because I was very in a panicking mode. And also the second reason is that if I actually took option 1 and option 2, I might have to go through the same cycle, which is taking those pills, and once I decided to reduce and stop it, then I might have to go through the withdrawals again. And then because the withdrawals are so severe, I was in my head, I'm not sure if it would be really severe or not, but I might need the extra help anyway, which means taking another pill, and then the cycle goes on and it never ends. And I was very reluctant, and I really didn't feel that that would be the solutions. So basically the option 1 that my doctor was suggesting was me taking a kind of like the bridge medication, another antidepressant, but the side effect of it is really focusing on, not really focusing on, but like side effect is more like making me sleepy. And then when he proposed, I don't know, it just didn't feel right to me. I just finished taking the Effexor. I was taking it for nearly 2 years. And in the last 1 year, I was really, really careful and focusing on the reduction of the medications. And then finally, I completely stopped taking it. And then now, in order for me to ease the withdrawal symptoms from the Effexor, taking another antidepressant, it might help me a bit, but if I stop taking that another antidepressant someday, I might have to go through withdrawal symptoms. And what if it would be severe as much as what it is right now? Would I have to take another antidepressant to ease that withdrawal symptoms from that sleeping antidepressant, and then the cycle would never end? I was thinking like that when he proposed, and then I told him that I feel very uncomfortable with it. And then my doctor sensed it immediately and then said that, okay, then let's just not do it. The second option is to take a little bit more stronger sleeping pill. But again, I felt uncomfortable with it because in the first month, after I stopped taking Effexor, I actually consulted with my doctors, and then he understood my concerns. So he already gave me a dayvigo and also nitrazepam. So whenever I feel that something is wrong with my sleep, a little bit, I would need a little bit more longer sleep, I could choose better or more suitable one to manage sleep. But in the first month, regardless me taking dayvigo only or nitrazepam, it really didn't make much changes in terms of the sleep quality. I could only sleep like 4 hours, and sleep quality was really bad. And that's something that I was very unexpected, and I was very in a panicking mode. So when I was in the second month, discussing with my doctor how I can improve my sleep conditions, for me to take a stronger sleeping pill, because of the experience from the first month, it just didn't make sense. But again, I was very suffering from withdrawal, also sleep deprivations. So my mind was not clear. I couldn't really think clearly, because right now, if the proposal would be made to me right now, then I would probably take a bridge medication to see how it goes, and then adjust my expectations toward my journey of treating the depressions. That okay, probably stopping Effexor has huge impact on my system. I would need extra months to finally get better, and I would be okay with it. But a month ago, when I was entering the second month of the me stopping Effexor, I couldn't think like that. So that's why I took the option 3, which is lighter, little bit better. No, I'm not sure it's a little bit better, but like in the middle, um, sleeping pill, which is Eszopiclone. And again, I'm not sure if it's really contributing better to me about the sleep. But indeed, I sleep now at least 6 hours and 30 minutes. If I'm lucky, I can sleep like 7 hours. One thing that when I wake up, I don't feel refreshed much, but better than the first month. So at least I'm making progress. So I'm gonna go back to my psychiatrist soon, and I will discuss what has been happening to me, especially to the sleep. And my brain and my body really want more sleep, at least 8 hours. If there will be options that he can provide me, I am actually open more for more options, but we'll see. It's just so it's very unpredictable, and it's just so not in line with my expectations, and I completely underestimated the entire situations. And then throughout the journey in the last 2 years, there are so many times that I keep saying that, oh, I tried this one, but I underestimated. I guess I never learned. But it's just a whole journey that I am going through. So let's see how it goes. And sleep is an indicator for your brain health, or for my brain health at least. So if you sleep really well right now, if you don't have any sleep issues, please treasure it, and please don't lose it, because once you lose it, it's harder for you to go back, because I don't know how to go back to the time that I didn't have any sleeping issues. There was a time that I had no issues with sleeping. I could go to sleep right away. I could drink coffee at night, and I still could go to sleep, and I could sleep for a long time. And when I woke up, I felt so refreshed and everything. And I don't remember how I was able to do that. And I don't even know how to go back to it. But that means at least that really shows that I was very healthy. So health is very important. So please take a good care of yourself. And if anything that hurts your health, makes you stressed out, I know it's not easy, but like please run away from it, because life is all about enjoying everything that you can do in life. We are not supposed to suffer from life. We are supposed to enjoy life. To enjoy our lives, we need the good health as a foundation to make that happen. So, thank you for watching my video. I think that's all for today. For now, Johnny, bye. Bye.